Hello, BookTube. Welcome back to AusBooks, where I'm talking about some random Australian books I own. And we talked about yesterday The Broad Arrow, which was a very interesting novel, especially considering what came after it. But we're going back to poetry today because 2 days ago I talked about Henry Kendall, who's a very lovely nature writing poet. I'd done a read of him for Poetry Thursday, and we're moving on to his contemporary, the one and the only Adam Lindsay Gordon. Here is an Australian Classics edition. It's got a very stunning painting. I love it. It doesn't have like the exact wraparound, but it's still very beautiful. And yeah, Adam Lindsay Gordon. What do you want me to say about this man? He had a very short life, but my God, he done so much. He was a very headstrong man, very almost reckless in a lot of ways. He, was lived in the bush. He was kind of like a squatter, part-time bush ranger, champion boxer. He was an athlete. He was a swimmer. He literally done so much. In a way that I don't feel like it has ever been captured in a biography. I will say this going on. It's like, where is the new Adam Gordon Lindsay biography? It has been Lindsay Gordon. It's been so long. I know there's two out there, and I've read both of them, and I feel like it's good, but in terms of like a life to death, like a narrative biography that tells you a story, I don't think Lindsay Gordon has ever got that. And I am manifesting every day that we will get a genuinely great biography of Adam. It's right up there with Billy Hughes in terms of Australian figures I love a big biography of. But, Adam Lindsay Gordon lived a very short life. He was known to be very bad with money. He was a crippling alcoholic. Was very unlucky in love, and he had a big fallout with inheritance towards the end of his life, and he took his life on a beach in Victoria when he was only in his 30s. Like, he died very, very young, and he left behind actually quite a lot of writing, to be honest, because when you look at all of this, it's not little compared to Henry Kendall, who did live a longer life, but most of this edition is completely filled with Adam Lindsay Gordon, like an introduction to his life and also his influence on Australia. So I'll show you quickly where the introductions end. So oh my God, I can't even hold that up. But all of this is just notes and, talking about Lindsay himself, because no other poet, I feel like, besides, the big main two, Lawson and Patterson, who we'll talk about later on. We'll get to them eventually. Adam Lindsay Gordon really set the bar for what Australian poetry really kind of is. I've done a lot of reading. I think I've done a handful actually of Adam's poetry on my channel. Go back and see that. I think I've done them for Poetry Thursdays. But he is just such a very lovely author. It's very manly. It's you got a bit of nature there. You got some action. It's just very beautiful. I'm trying to think of one poem that you would probably know from Adam. I'm trying to think. I haven't got any of this prepared. But he did write a lot of poetry. He'd never done a novel or anything like that. What did he read? Like Rippling Water is a really good one to check. A Hunting Song, The Three Friends, A Song of Autumn. Again, these are essential ones you should know. The Swimmer, of course, No Name, Wolf the Hound, of course. Like, these are essential poems. I think if you want to get into Australian poetry, you should know, because Lindsay Gordon will very much come up in a lot of your conversations. He, again, is very similar to Henry Kendall in terms of, yes, they do have that somber, naturey, aesthetic to them, but Lindsay Gordon was very much focused on, the adventure, the thrill of it all, like where Henry Kendall's way more meditative and moody. It's just very interesting to compare them to. I don't know who I prefer more, to be honest. I think I go back to Lindsay Gordon more, but I think I like Kendall a bit better. I need more time with this, but Adam Lindsay Gordon. I could, imagine if he lived to the same age as Henry Kendall did before he died, into his 40s. I think he would have had a very interesting career when it came to his writing. Like, who knows what he would have gone on to write. But what we have is just, I think, very beautiful and an essential piece of writing in Australian tradition. He set the bar for what you expect Australian writing to be. That slice of life again, that very macho attitude, very much of a very manly in a lot of ways. Like, I'm thinking of like a better version of like Hemingway or something like that. But even better, like Hemingway's pretty garbage. But Adam Lindsay Gordon he's a bit of a sentimental favorite, and you will see him everywhere when you pick up an anthology, and you should give him a try. Go, you can find him anywhere really. Go to some websites and read his poetry, or go check out my read alouds of him, because he is an author that doesn't have the biggest body of work, but like Kendall, is completely essential for Australian authors you should know pretty much. And I really don't have much to say, because he just lives such an interesting life in a way that I can't even begin to describe. Very tragic, but again, this man, he crammed everything into his life. And where's that biography? I'm waiting for it. Even just a scroll through his Wikipedia page will tell you just how eventful his life was, but also how tragic it was at the same time. But yeah, if this is your opportunity to go read some Adam Lindsay Gordon, I think you'd like him. We'll see it. Tell me how you go. And yeah, that's your Ausbook for today. Bush Ballads and Galloping Rhymes by Adam Lindsay Gordon. And yeah, so go read them and let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.